What's up and welcome back to another video. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead Online. Guys, thank you so much for the recent support on the channel. We're consistently growing. It's always a nice thing to see that as a YouTuber. It feels good when when things are going up, so thank you. Also, everyone who's joined the Discord, you guys are chatting it up over there. I'm like sometimes up in the playing a game at 1 or 2 and I can hear the Discord just blinging off. So thank you guys for supporting that. If you want to join in on it, the link will be in the description below. Today we're doing another comments video. This is something I like to do once a week. We kind of just go through the channel, look at some comments that you guys have left, and keep that conversation about Red Dead Online going. Sometimes this is just some funny things we've seen in the comments, and a lot of the time it's, you know, hey, I found this to work really well or whatever. You know, let's just dive in. Our first comment is from Vast Void. North of Tumbleweed, I consistently get cougars. There's 3 or 4, one south too. I got jumped by a cougar while skinning a cougar. You just gotta hunt anything you see, and usually it comes from me because I'm hunting his food. Gotta keep an eye out for the little red dot, little smaller than an enemy player. Leaving skinned animals attracts them. One wouldn't even notice me calling to it because I was busy with a ram I skinned. This is something that we did a hunting route video, and I talked about this route that was really good around Tumbleweed. I have not found a single cougar in the game yet. I don't know what's happened. I do tons of hunting videos, and I'm hunting most of the time I'm playing Red Dead Online. Haven't found a single cougar or panther. I don't know if I just have bad luck, but I have seen from some of you guys that north of Tumbleweed is a really good place to get cougars. I've also seen that at night is a better time to hunt those cougars and panthers. So if you're doing that, make sure to check out north of Tumbleweed, as well as if you wait till night, or even if you're just hunting and it starts to turn towards night, you can make a priority of going towards that area. We'll leave a link in the description below of the hunting routes video so you can see what that Tumbleweed route looks like. But Vast, you lucky mother, I can't find a single cougar to save my life. Thanks for the comment, man. All right, we got a comment from Said Fam. Dude, I think Rockstar used the same ratio system as Hideouts they did for Macbeth shot / kill film shirts in GTA. I played for about 3 to 4 hours last night and was able to hit 7 hideouts on almost the same route as you took. Walked away with 2 maps, was also ambushed 2 times, and was able to make about 300 from the little bit of hunting I was doing in between hideouts and what I collected from the bodies. Not the best numbers, but I had a great time, and I'm wondering if this can be done with maybe a small posse. I know with too many players it messes up the spawns, but what about 2 or 3 players just going around? Do you think that would hurt or help the chances, since it would be 2 to 3 players hunting and trying to activate the hideouts? So this is a common theme that's gone along, is that recently it's kind of entered the Rockstar community that if you're hunting, you have a better chance of getting the hideouts. I'm not sure if having more players will give you a better chance of triggering those hideouts. So if you play in a posse of, let's say, 2, I don't know if 3 would be beneficial, but let's say you're playing with 2 and you guys are just hunting in the area trying to get hideouts to spawn. I don't have too much experience with hunting hideouts while using the technique of having animals and also hunting animals at the same time, but there's this feeling going around the community that's either it's a placebo. So placebo is when, you know, you think you're getting something and then you react as if you're getting it because you think you're getting it, when in reality you're really getting nothing. So we think that the hideouts are getting better because we're hunting and then we're seeing hideouts, but maybe it's just that we're spending more time in certain areas and getting more hideouts. It's not confirmed yet. I haven't done a big test on it. It'd be interesting to find out, though, said, if having a posse of 2 or 3 and hunting animals while you're looking for hideouts would help you out. I'm not sure on that, but you would think if hunting is what's helping these hideouts spawn more often, then if 2 players are hunting, you're probably going to get more hideouts. That would be my initial thought. It's hard to tell because there's the flip side of the coin where if you're going hunting, if you're actually just going out hunting or something like that, you're going to make more money if you do it alone than if you do it with a team. It might be a little bit different if you're going for the hideouts though too. Also, quick question for you guys. Do you know if you get a treasure map in a hideout, does your posse also get that treasure map? That's something I'm not sure on. I've never got a treasure map while I'm with a posse. So if you guys could let me know in the comments, that'd be great. Let's jump into a funny one. Gabriel Trotter, if I were you, I would stop complaining before you get your ass kicked. What the fuck, sorry. I didn't know that my opinions were so fierce that I was pushing people in this direction. Gabriel, I hope you had a good weekend. I hope that you wake up on a better side of the bed. It looks like you're pretty frustrated in this comment. Please don't kick my ass. I'm not a fighter, so please don't beat the shit out of me. Would not enjoy that. I like playing both sides of the aisle, right? Like, I like bringing the opinion forward of, hey, Rockstar's doing this that's right, but they're also doing this that's wrong. Like, and I try and keep it constructive criticism most of the time. The interesting thing is that this was commented on a video where I said I'm suing Rockstar over this, and it was a joke on a company, the Pinkertons. You know them in game. They played a story, part of the story, but they're an actual company that sued Rockstar over their use in game. And it was just a crazy lawsuit, right? Take-Two, which is the parent company of Rockstar, ended up counter-suing them, but it was just a crazy lawsuit, and so we kind of poked fun at it. But Gabriel apparently didn't take the humor too well. Gabriel, thanks for the comment, man. I hope you're doing a little bit better. Okay, we have this comment from Michael ONeill. This dude has 670 gold. No wonder Rockstar isn't updating online, because you boys are buying gold. All caps, you boys. Well, here's the thing with microtransactions, guys. Microtransactions can go really wrong when they allow a player to buy, how do I say this? When they allow a player to buy an advantage over other players, right? So let's say you could use your gold to buy levels in Red Dead Online. They would be completely broken. But microtransactions are actually really good for the health of a game when they're done properly. Because that way, a game like Red Dead Online becomes free to play. The DLCs in the future are free because the company is making their money off the people who are willing to spend money on the in-game gold. So for people that don't want to spend that money, it's actually a good thing, because then they don't end up needing to spend any money ever, and they can just get the DLCs for free. If a game doesn't have microtransactions, when they update the game, you're gonna have to purchase that update, or they just won't update. So for people that do buy microtransactions, they're supporting the future of the game. That money will go to the developers, then the developers, essentially, like, the company pays their developers to update the game with that microtransaction money that they're earning. And so for people that don't purchase microtransactions, which I totally understand, you know, I'm not out here saying you need to go do microtransactions and make Red Dead Online better. No, that's not at all what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is it's a great way for a game to stay up to date with good content, and for the players that don't have the money or don't want to spend the money can keep playing, and for the players that do spend the money, as long as it's done right, they're not getting an advantage over other players. So microtransactions are actually really good for the health and longevity of a game. Christopher Benedict. Now this is pointing to the Pinkertons situation that I talked about previously. A lot of Old West movies had Pinkertons as protagonists. Their suit has no grounds. And this is one thing that we talked about in this video a lot, is that there's so many other IPs that use the Pinkertons in their story. Movies, songs, other things. But this is the first time, to my knowledge, that they're suing, and it was brought up in Take-Two's countersuit that there's so many other things that use you guys in the name. So are you going to go sue everyone else too? Their suit really had no grounds, and Christopher Benedict makes a good point of the Pinkertons are in other IPs as well. So their suit has no grounds. They saw Red Dead 2, did record sales, and they just wanted a piece of the pie. I pointed out in the video how it's just gross to me how this happens sometimes today. You had all these people suing Fortnite over dances, and some people I can understand. Other people, it's like the backpack kid who did the floss dance, started suing them. But 3 months before he announced his lawsuit, he said that he was in an interview with the Hollywood Reporter, "I'm totally fine with the dance in Fortnite. I'm just glad that it's being popularized." Then he sees other people suing, and he jumps on the bandwagon. And Rockstar stepping in and defending their IP by countersuing the Pinkertons is really good, because it sets a precedent not only for AAA developers who can afford their lawyers, but for developers who are just starting out, who don't have a large budget. If the precedent is set that, hey, you can just start suing people to see if you can get a piece of their pie without any consequences, then young and upcoming developers don't have a chance in the industry. So I'm glad that Take-Two and Rockstar took a stance against the Pinkertons with this lawsuit. On to another funny one. You look, this Matthew Van Hooser, you look like you smell like I don't know why. I have a receding hairline. I think that's very clear to all of us, but I don't know how that relates to how I smell in the slightest. Matthew, I can assure you I shower. I don't smell like I don't know if we'll ever meet though. It sounds like you don't really want to meet me. So I don't think you're ever gonna have to worry about how I smell. Thanks for the comment, Matthew. You guys, I love doing these comments videos. I love interacting and having the conversation with you guys on this YouTube channel. It's really interesting and kind of a new experience for me in the YouTube space. So I'm really happy to have that with you guys. Thank you so much. If you enjoy the channel, make sure to subscribe and stay active. Daily content regarding Red Dead Online. Thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate you. Take care, and I hope to see you in a future video.